pretty nice sitting around a campfire with a glass of Pendleton, and you know, especially think about this mine operated 140 years ago. It was a 6-man crew making $3 a day. I'm sure they were sitting in this exact same spot maybe 140 years ago, talking about, you know, their futures, the gold they found, the gold they haven't found. You know, at that point, the Civil War had basically just finished. World War I hadn't happened. There hadn't been cars, airplanes, none of this stuff. I just think it's incredible. You know, they could have been in this very spot having these conversations, and here I am 140 years later talking with you guys with all this technology and devices that they would have probably killed to have. Enjoy a little Pendleton, and then we're gonna head up into the tent. So about 6 months ago, I was looking through Gaia GPS, which is my topo map software on my phone, at the historical topo map overlay from 1905. And as I was scrolling through the area that I usually frequent up here in the Sierra, I found an old mine called Providence Mine that was marked on the map. Now there's very little information available about this, and I spent a long time researching online trying to find any information about its history. The modern day topo map does have a few forest roads getting there, but it's all over a 30-mile trek. So, what I got is I have my Jeep. It's fully outfitted, ready to go. I've got Gaia GPS on my phone. We're gonna go back inside the Jeep. We're gonna make a route and figure out how to get there via some old forest roads and see what we can find. Maybe we get there and there's nothing left, and hey, it's a good campsite for the night. So, thanks for coming along on this great adventure. This should be a lot of fun. So let's get going.
Got a spare seat and you're headed east. Mister, that's where I'm going. I'm aiming for a holler in the hills of Appalachia. No sir, you wouldn't know the name. It's prettier than heaven and where I'm at the world, but it ain't got no other claims to fame. Find my fame and fortune on this here California coast. To tell the truth, long shots of rye whiskey was what I seemed to find the most. Hollywood don't want me, the radio won't play me. I guess I ain't their kind. And singing on the street, man, sure gets lonely when nobody pays me no mind. I ain't sorry that I tried it, I ain't sorry that I came, I ain't sorry that I bet it all. But in the words of Kenny Rogers, you gotta know when to fold 'em, and I ain't got the money left to call.
Okay, so it is about 1 o'clock. I basically drove, you can see here, as close to the mark on the map as I can get. The roads that I just drove on don't exist at all on the 1900s topo map rather. So I think my next step here is going to be basically we'll get some lunch and set up a little bit of a base camp, because I think road-wise this actually continues down a little farther that way, but I'm close enough where I'm pretty comfortable now. I think just walking on foot as opposed to getting deep into the brush and stuff. I pulled up on another road you saw where there was a log across it, and I do have my chainsaw with me, but because it's so close I feel like I can just walk over it. That will probably be my going in game plan here. It looks like no one's been here in quite a long time, and I don't see any tracks. I don't see obviously any buildings or anything really so far that's a smoking gun that shows any signs of life or the mine. But anyways, we'll get some lunch here. We'll get my backpack packed up. I actually brought the pack, my Osprey that I can carry Carson in, only because I don't know what the train's gonna be like, and I don't want him to fall and eat it too bad. So anyways, yeah, we'll get some lunch real quick and go ahead and get everything packed up. Hey Carson, you want some lunch, buddy?
Yes.
So we just finished lunch, took a little break here. The awning's been super nice because even up at, I think we're about 6,000 feet here, it's already, I don't know, 82, 85 degrees, something like that. Although it's like 100 degrees where we started, so that is definitely better. For those of you with kids, just a quick note here, this is the Osprey Poco pack, and it's what I was able to carry my 3-year-old in. It also has this cool zip-off pack here, which is what I put a lot of the camera gear that I'm going to take with me, and then the more survival gear, the knife, safety kit. I have my Garmin InReach Mini. All that stuff goes in the lower pocket. But what is nice is when we're walking around, I can just zip this off if we need in order to get easy access to it. Looking at our map here, I am right here. We're heading northwest, basically just center mass of where the mine kind of symbol is on the topo map. So I'm hoping as we just continue to walk northwest here, we run into something. I'm sure these roads were here for a purpose, so let's see what we can find. Well, what does feel promising here is I'm almost on top of it, and there's clearly some kind of old road here that kind of trickles down, actually almost towards where, I bet you if we keep walking here, we'll eventually run into the road that had the big log across it, but we're almost right on top of where it says this thing is on the map. So just gonna keep an eye out here, try to look for, I don't know a whole lot about gold mining, but obviously a lot of time it's done near a creek, which there's one decently nearby, but I don't know that it's big enough that, you know, maybe thousands and hundreds of thousands of millions years ago it may have left some deposits, but other than that it could be, I guess, a below ground type mine. I assume we'd start to see some ore, some tillings or something like that as well, as a hint, so I will definitely look out for that. The thing to keep in mind that I've already noticed a little bit is there are some slight inaccuracies with the map, the way that they plotted it. And if I compare where the map says the road was to modern day, there is about a 0.1 mile discrepancy in some places. So obviously taking that into account, I'm gonna have to widen my search area a little bit. And here's this big log, and you can't even tell where the road goes. It's got to be somewhere back here, but again, I mean, it's been many years probably since it's been used, so it is all 100% overgrown. But I'm thinking that this is probably a dead end. We're actually kind of moving out of the vicinity of the mine area anyway, so I'm not gonna spend too much time up here. But it is, again, kind of just an interesting piece of history how the forest kind of just reclaims what's done by man at some point or another. So. All right, guys, check this out. I'd say this is our first little piece of evidence here. Some kind of wire. See, it's frayed and obviously rusted. Gloves would probably be smart before I tug on that, so probably won't do that, but very cool. So, don't know exactly what that's for, but we'll keep looking around here. It's actually kind of interesting. This is an old burn area. You look over there, at some point there was a forest fire. So, I don't know how long ago that devastation was, but I'm gonna basically just scout the vicinity of this area. This isn't super large. Let's see, it goes right here.
It's right here.
See what's on the other end of this. Huh. Yeah, well, judging by how well that was buried, I'd say that's been there for quite some time. Whatever's been here, you know, 140 years at this point. All right, well, let's keep looking. Oh boy, that was some work. So far I haven't seen anything else. It's kind of a ravine down there, which looks like at some point, I don't know, either in the winter or maybe just a long time ago, there was a creek, which could be a logical place for mining. But again, the other weird thing is I just don't see any rock. You know, the waste or the leftover from them refining the ore. The wire that we saw was either from logging or I don't know, could have been from the mine, or it could have just been trash that someone left many years ago. So I'm not gonna bite off on that too hard. But yeah, we're gonna go walk back through all this brush, get back to the road, and then follow the road up. If for nothing else, it's a lot easier hiking. So, all right, well, let's head out. I feel like with the history of this place, the little that I do know, being a six-man operation, I don't know, I feel like I would have seen more than that. Man is generally pretty bad about leaving stuff the way that we found it, so I would imagine there still would be a lot of debris. So I'm gonna guess I wasn't looking in exactly the right spot. Take a little break here, we'll kind of regroup. It's a beautiful day. I'm out here with my son. This is actually our first father-son camping trip just by ourselves, which is great. Really fun to bring him out here, and it is a whole new ball game trying to film and manage this little guy. But it's fun, and these are the kind of memories that I want to make with him and my other son Chase, who's 8 months old when he gets old enough. So anyways, we'll play around, camp here a little bit, and I'm gonna get a game plan together here after looking at my phone, and we'll chat in a few. Alright, so while we were sitting around, I think I'll try the metal detector just to kind of scan the area and see what we find. It's like a $60 Amazon special, and I have my crazy beaver shovel here in case we find anything. I'm sure there's a lot of technique to it that I don't have or know, but we'll figure it out. Hey, so this is pretty interesting. I really haven't found anything with a metal detector yet, but I think I found this on the ground. I think this is quartz. And actually, you can see there's some mineralization here, but that looks like pyrite.
There is so much taking.
Oh yeah, look at that. The fact that I'm kind of finding pockets of it makes me think or feel like it could be from tailings, which is basically what's left over after you've extracted whatever mineral you're going for and crushed up the rock, etc. And a lot of times, again, gold is found in veins within the quartz. So it is very common to find quartz wherever you have gold. Can't really find a commonality. For example, here's some quartz right here. There's some over there. Really, it's like they're along this road. Maybe way back when, let's see, circa 1880s, there would have been horses and wagons at that point. But maybe they just kind of dropped along the road here. Actually, yeah, this is a real nice piece right here. Yeah, that too. Which means wherever they were pulling it from, this road is the one that leads up to the highway. It is long since closed, but it could be that maybe they were mining down here and then carried the gold up that road there in order to take it into town or wherever. Oh, here's something. What is this? This looks like a spray can or an aerosol of some kind. It says, I don't know if you guys can even read that, MARRINO or something, INC, for industrial use only, something paint company. Let's see, Michigan and McMinnville. See if I can find a date. I don't quite see anything. It's pretty rusty. I mean, it can't be that old. Or, I don't know. ON, made in the USA. Yeah, interesting. Found it right here. There is evidence of someone's campfire here once upon a time, so maybe just be more of a, might just be more of an instance of littering than anything else. Okay, so there's just so much quartz. Most of the quartz, in fact, is up on the right side here. So maybe I mean, it's pretty thick brush. I might just travel up. Maybe travel up one of these little embankments and see if I can find anything. Huh. There's a big pile of rocks right here. Oh, would you look at this? Some kind of scrap metal. Huh. Here's some more right here. This is steel. Nothing really depicted on it. Look at the size of this. Look at all this quartz. Guys, I think we're onto something here. There's kind of a pit in the middle. Or like an indent. I don't know if you guys can see that. Not sure what this is either. Right here, buddy. Tempted to take my shovel and just dig a little bit. I've already found some old metal and scraps and a little bit of piece of machinery. So I'm kind of curious what's under here. So yeah, I might dig a little bit. Here's some corrugated aluminum. Well, the camera battery died. But man, that's pretty cool. I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. What's interesting is I just feel like the train's been dug out. You know, that's almost how it looks. Like there's just a bunch of big holes everywhere. I went and actually dug a little bit with the quartz hole as well as where all the granite was, and it is just kind of what you would imagine, a pile of rocks. But there's not dirt or anything packed between them, so it was definitely stacked at some point. Do you guys think that's like a tailings cache? Carson agrees. Tailings cache, or do you think that might be that they just filled in the hole wherever the mine was? I'm kind of perplexed. And again, what's interesting is there's just little bits of quartz kind of all over, but that is by far the biggest concentration of quartz I found so far. I definitely want to take my metal detector up there, which we might get back up there tonight. We'll see how the little man's doing. He has missed his nap today. Yeah, we'll start making dinner here in just a little bit.
I see gold in the air, in promise in the streams. I see love in our hearts, the futures in our dreams. It's a tunnel kind of vision, like alcohol's involved. And I'll stray like a hound dog, but I'ma come back when she calls. When she calls, I'll come to her. When she calls, I'll come to her. I had a dream last night, shaking like a soldier in my shoes. I had a dream, you were a laser light, burning down the city in my blues.
Well, you might be asking yourself, did you really make top ramen and put steak in it? And the answer to that question is yes. Not that bad, actually. I just wanted to keep it easy tonight. Okay, buddy, thank you. Yeah, shaping up to be a really nice evening. The sun's just setting through the trees. It's about 7 o'clock.